Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to I'm the Only Man in Town from My Story Animated. Yay, from My Story Animated. Yeah, so this is a reaction video. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of these, but if you like my reaction videos, this is my first one. But if you want me to do more,
Ethan, are you downstairs?
yeah. But yeah, if you want me to do more, then yeah, like the video. Okay, let's get started. I don't know why I do these things.
I was the only boy born into a girl's village after 20 years. When you're the first boy to be born into a village chock-block full of girls after 20 years, let me tell you, that's some burden to bear. All you guys
Hold on, I probably paused the video too late. Hold on, I don't see this part.
out there are probably thinking it must be like winning the lottery. Girl,
That's what I was just about to say. Okay, well yeah, I was just about to say that, you know?
girls flocking to your feet everywhere. Yeah, it kinda was like that at first, but then things just got weird. Okay, so I live in a small village in East Europe, and the women have been giving birth to only girls for the past 20 years.
Hold on. I just
We
realized
aren't really sure in East Europe.
small village? Those are pretty big houses. Okay, well I guess, okay, let's go.
And the women have been giving birth to only girls for the past 20 years. We aren't really sure why, but my village believes that they got cursed from a witch that they kicked out a long time ago. But if you ask me,
Wait, a long time ago, wouldn't that be like 20 years? Because if she casted the like spell, wouldn't she make it 20 years ago? Like, I'm making no sense. Okay, let's just keep on going.
I think God is the one punishing us for kicking her out. On top of all that, people in my village are not allowed to marry people from the outside. So, the moment my parents realized I was a boy,
Hold on. Well, okay. How do we go back to here? Hold on. People from the outside. They're not allowed to marry people from the outside. Does that have to do with something? Like, does that have to do with the whole thing about the witch? Or I don't know. Let's just go. I keep on pausing it. We're only 45 seconds in. I paused it like 3 times.
So, the moment my parents realized I was a boy, they quickly wrapped me up in a blanket and kept my gender a secret. They told everyone I was a girl and that my name was Jackie, when in actual fact, I was a boy and my name was Jared. A little bit weird, right? But my parents had no other option. They knew that people would freak out if they found out I was a boy.
How would they freak out? Wouldn't they just be like, "Oh my God, it's a boy! Now like the curse has been lifted," right? Okay.
No one in our village had given birth to a boy in more than 20 years.
Hold on. In 20 years,
I was a boy. No one in our village had given birth to a boy in more than
oh crap! Darn it! Ah, I went to full screen. Okay. Anyway, you made 100 girls babies in 20 years. I mean, that's probably like, if you're saying this is a small village, then the population just grown. Okay, let's go back.
than 20 years, and my parents didn't want me to get so much attention. They just wanted me to live a normal life. Except it wasn't normal, and I only realized that now, thinking back.
Did he have to wear a wig? Did he have to wear a wig because he's a boy, but he's got long hair? That's probably just his normal hair, just grown long.
At the time, I was none the wiser. I happily played with dolls and wore frilly dresses and let everyone call me Jackie. I mean, I didn't even know I was called Jared. Well, that was until I was 5 years old. I was playing in our backyard when a woman appeared on the other side of the wall. She was dangling some candy in front of my face, and like a little puppy dog, I followed her. I kept looking back, expecting my parents to come running out to get me, but they were nowhere to be seen. The woman asked me to get into her car and told me that if I was a good boy,
Hold on. This is where it takes place. I can already tell I'm not gonna like this girl. I'm gonna call her a Karen. I don't know why. She just kind of looks like a Karen, I guess. But hold on. Why would she take her? Maybe she's trying to do experiments? Well, it's a boy, so maybe she knows? I don't know. Let's just go.
she'd give me more candy. I didn't even think twice.
I'm gonna go.
Car and told me that if I was a good boy, she'd give me more candy. I didn't even think twice. My parents never let me eat candy.
That's where it goes wrong. If you're a parent, I mean, I'm not a parent yet. I don't even know. But, some advice, don't never, give your kids candy sometimes, not all the time, so that's spoiled and stuff, but, give them a few, because if not, they're not even gonna think twice and eat the candy that some stranger gives them in a white van. But this is a blue van, so, but, I mean, some advice, give your kids candy, but not a lot of candy, just some.
But then, I realized she'd said good boy, and I turned to her and told her I was a girl.
She knows. Or was it just a mistake?
I'll never forget the way she threw her head back and let out a chuckle. She looked at me and said, "Sure, Pumpkin, and I'm the President of the United States."
Yep, she knows. She knows. She definitely knows. Yep, I was right. She knows.
Oh, look, there's a flying pig. I fell for it and looked, and the next moment, she'd lifted up my dress.
Okay, I just paused 3 times and I'm not even 30 seconds. What is this face? I mean, come on, what is this face? But, wow, that was very disturbing. I'm just gonna unpause.
My dress and said, "See, you're a boy, you little freak." I didn't understand what she was talking about. And then she explained that I was a boy and that my parents had been lying to me. Then she said the village mayor was offering a reward to the first woman to give birth to a son. And seeing as my parents were keeping me a secret, she'd hand me over and collect the reward money herself.
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing it so many times. I'll leave the video in the description if you guys want to watch it on your own, but hold on. Wouldn't they do DNA test or DNA test or stuff like that? 100% know that this is your kid and you didn't just take him from the outside or like another family. I mean, it's just common sense.
I was too young to fully understand, but I knew I was in serious trouble. I started screaming and thrashing my arms about, and this only made her drive faster. I have no idea why I did what I did next, but suddenly, I jumped onto her knee. She couldn't see where she was going, and that's when we crashed. We could have died, but I didn't care. At that moment, all I wanted was to get away from that horrible woman. And it was my lucky day, because all that happened was her car got a bit crushed, but I escaped without even a scratch. I started running back towards our village, and she was chasing me, but I was too fast for her. My parents suddenly drove by, and my mom burst.
They're just happily driving by. No, they were probably looking for her. They were probably looking for Jared, Jackie, whatever the kid's name, but they're probably looking for him. They saw him not in his room. They're like, "Oh no, someone stole him." But yeah.
To tears. Well, there was nothing that woman could do. She was well and truly caught now.
Wait, why is there a scientist taking her to jail with a weird face? The weird face. Why is a scientist taking her to jail? I mean, maybe they're doing tests on her. But I mean, this officer kind of looks happy. But why is this? What is that face? I'm just gonna keep on going.
Turns out she'd escaped from a nearby psychiatric clinic, and they came
That explains it. That doesn't explain the weird face he's got.
and picked her up promptly. My parents had no other choice. They had to tell the mayor and everyone else that I was actually a boy, and that my name was Jared. But I like being Jackie, I told them. That just made my mom cry more, and when she switched my dresses for shorts and t-shirts, I felt strange. I thought no one
Okay, Charlie Brown. We got Charlie Brown over here. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of Charlie Brown. Okay, I'm sorry.
no one would want to be my friend anymore, but I couldn't have been more wrong. All of a sudden, every girl wanted to be my friend. I was the center of attention, and honestly, it was too much. I was just a kid. Suddenly, I had girls hanging off me, wanting to play with me all the time. How come I was more popular as a boy than a girl? Anyway, the older I got, the more intense it became. When I turned 12, the village mayor started a new tradition.
How skinny is this guy? Like, dang, this guy is like. If you zoom in, oh my gosh, his legs are just so tall and looks like a string. Wow, looks like a noodle. Just went up, made like a, I don't know, it's probably. He is just so skinny.
From now on, every year on my birthday, I'd sit on a throne for the whole day, and all the women who wanted to conceive baby boys would come and bow at my feet, and one by one, they'd reach out and kiss my feet. It freaked me out so much, but the mayor told me he'd buy me a special gift if I did this one thing for the village. One time,
What was the gift? I mean, I would have to know what the gift was. If I got the, I had to know what the gift was. If I didn't know the gift, then I'd be like, no. But I have to know the gift ahead of time because sometimes the gift would be like a new pair of shoes, and you're like, oh my god, a new pair of shoes. But then it's like some like fancy shoes, and you're like, no. So I gotta know what the gift is first. But that's just me.
though, it was taken too far. One woman wouldn't stop kissing my toes, and suddenly, I felt a sharp pain shooting through my body. She'd gotten so carried away, she'd actually bitten down. I was even bleeding.
Wait, hold on. You have shoes on though. Hold on.
Body. She'd gotten so carried away, she'd actually bitten.
You have shoes on, or these? Yeah, hold on. Here is your socks, right here, this brown part. But these are your shoes. So how would you be bleeding? What? Okay. We're only 4 minutes in, and I paused maybe 100 times. Again, I'm gonna leave the video in the description if you guys want to see it yourself without pausing. But okay.
Bitten down. I was even bleeding. After that, I refused to do it the following year. It was just some stupid ritual that the village thought would bring them luck. And come on, it wasn't even working. I was still the only boy. When I turned 18, I decided the only way to handle all the attention was to just embrace it. There was one girl, Sammy, who was actually pretty cute. And after she basically begged and stalked me for weeks, I agreed to be her boyfriend. Of course, all the other girls were jealous, and I was worried I was about to
Hold on. This kind of looks like that girl, the Karen girl. Yeah, that kind of looks like her. Hold on, this looks like. Dang it.
I didn't even think twice.
No.
My parents never let me eat candy. But then, I realized she'd said good boy, and I turned to her and told her I was a girl. I'll never forget the way she
No! I clicked twice really fast, so now I'm in full screen, but we gotta go out.
threw her head back and left.
Yeah, that looks like her. That kind of does look a lot like her. That versus that. That's okay. Okay.
Worried I was about to start World War III. Looks
Oh
like
my
Sammy
God.
won. I actually felt like I was really
No.
I have a proposition for you.
No.
Good morning.
Stupid ads.
really falling for her. And one night, she invited me over to her house. Her parents were out, so we started making out. She was
Okay. Why not?
really hot. She reassured me they'd only be home much later, but suddenly we heard the door. I leapt behind the sofa half dressed, and then things went horribly wrong. Well, how did it go? Did he put a baby in you yet? Come on, Sammy, we aren't paying you all this money so you can sit around.
Wait, hold on.
Give us a grandson already.
Yeah. She is using him. She's using him. Confirmed. She's using him. I'm not like. Confirmed. She is using him.
I couldn't believe it. She'd been using me.
What did I say? What did I? He's arguing at him like. He's arguing at him like, you lied to me. You just said that. I don't know what they're arguing about, but he looks like he's like, you're using me, and then the dad's like, no, we're not. I don't know what you're talking about, and the mom's like, okay, okay.
I stood up and gave her parents the biggest fight. Then I turned to Sammy and said, screw.
Like, Sandy, I hate you. You were only using me. I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at stuff like that, but yeah, let's just pause.
You. I hope it's a girl you have. Then I turned to Sammy and said, screw you. I hope it's a girl you have. Then I grabbed my clothes and walked out. I never wanted to see her again. But then later she fell off the stairs and had a miscarriage.
Wow. Like moments later, like few minutes later, or like days?
Everyone's shocked. Sammy was actually pregnant with a baby boy.
What? Wait, so did the kid die? Did the kid die? Huh, okay, well, I mean, the curse has been lifted, but let's just go.
After that, the whole village knew about it and made them go even crazier. Women lined up outside my house for the whole day. Some even tried to enter my home. Everyone wanted my number and my social media contact. They even put security to watch me.
Like, they made a new, like, radio contact for us, like, Frank, like, Officer 919, we got a 242, the boy is being, I don't know, captured, the boy is being captured, I repeat, a 482, I don't know, that'd be so funny.
But then I was like, screw it. After the way Sammy used me, I decided to get revenge by dating as many girls as possible. Girls were basically falling at my feet, while guys around the world were doing the impossible to get girls' attention. So I dated a whole bunch of them at the same time, and they did everything for me.
Hold on. Wait. Okay, I was about to say, isn't that Sammy? That kind of looks like Sammy. Yeah, that kind of looks like Sammy. Yeah. Just like she cut her hair.
They got me food, gave me massages, and I got all kinds of gifts daily. I mean, we all know how much fun a guy like me can have with girls. They were just so hot and amazing.
Nope, not gonna show that
Expectation.
part.
They all wanted sons. I wasn't ready to be a father. Babies were so not my thing. I tried to talk to my mom about it, but suddenly she...
How long has this been? Your mom's old. I mean, no offense, but...
Babies were so not my thing.
I mean, he is kind of like 18 now, so... That's like a couple, like... 10? 12 years, I guess?
I tried to talk to my mom about it, but suddenly she started crying. I told her I wasn't interested in hearing about how much she wanted a grandson again, but then she took me by surprise. She told me she was sick, and that she didn't have much time left, and that she only wanted me to be happy. I felt so guilty. Was I being selfish? Why couldn't I just
Yes.
give my mom what she truly wanted, which was clearly a grandson? After our conversation, I asked Amy, who lived next door to us, if she wanted to be my girlfriend.
Just out of nowhere, you couldn't do like a good, like a nice looking girl. You just had to go to your neighbor. Yep. Nope. I mean, you have just never mind.
I made her swear to keep it secret so that the other girls didn't get jealous. I felt like time was against us. Mom kept getting more sick, and Amy and I were having no luck getting pregnant. Then I thought, what if I had another girlfriend too? I don't know if it was the thought of losing my mom and not giving her what she wanted, or if I was actually going insane or something. But I asked Leanne, who lived at the end of the village, if she'd like to be my girlfriend too, and obviously she said yes. Please don't judge me for two-timing. I just...
Hold on. You having two girlfriends? Okay. I'm just gonna. Okay.
friend too, and obviously she said yes. Please don't judge me for two-timing. I just felt desperate.
Wait, hold up. Please don't judge me for two timing, but over here, this guy's like 20 timing.
Much fun a guy like me can have with girls.
He's like 3 timing. He's asking all the girls to date him. So, like, why would we be mad at you if you're 2 timing if you're like 4 timing? Yeah. I gotta find where we are again. Okay, here we go.
But not giving her what she wanted, or if I was actually going insane or something. But I asked Leanne, who lived at the end of the village, if she'd like to be my girlfriend too, and obviously she said yes. Please don't judge me for two-timing. I just felt desperate. And then shit hit the fan. Clearly the universe wasn't playing with me. On the same day, they both called me and told me they were pregnant. Amy was a strict Catholic and said her parents would kill her.
The same day? So, is their due date the same? Maybe? Probably not.
Her if we didn't get married. So I married her at
Oh.
home and was a strict Catholic and said her parents would kill her if we didn't get married. So I married her at home and we had a quiet little ceremony. But then Leanne told her dad she was pregnant and he threatened to beat my ass if I didn't marry his daughter.
Wait, so now they're both. Now he has 2 wives and 2 kids coming on the way. Okay. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but okay, good luck, I guess.
I knew I didn't have a choice, but was it even legal? 2 wives? But no one would need to know. This all happened in the same week. Suddenly
Week?
I had 2 wives and 2 babies on the way.
That's what I just said. 2 wives and 2 babies on the way. That's what I just said. Okay.
Leanne's dad gave me a job on his farm, so I spent the daytime with Leanne. Then every night I'd go home and stay with Amy. Can you believe I didn't get caught?
I mean, you would think so, but you are gonna be caught one day. I mean, he's got a lot of excuses like, oh, I just work here, because, or, oh, yeah, like, this is my friend, oh, this is my cousin, oh, this is my sister. Like, there's a lot of excuses he can do.
My parents knew about Amy, but I just prayed they didn't find out about Leanne. Listen, I wasn't happy about it. In fact, I didn't feel anything for these girls, and I was sure it would get out at some point. And it did, because both of them gave birth to boys. I was there for Amy.
Huh. So he's wait, hold on. The dads, they were the ones who, so the dads, when they were having a kid, not, well, you know what I mean, when they had a kid on the way, they had girls, they made girls, but this guy makes boys. That's weird. Okay.
For Amy's, and had to rush over to Leanne's to make her birth too.
Wait, hold on.
Boys. I was there for Amy's, and had to rush over to Leanne's to make her birth too.
On the same day?
And the mayor held another stupid ceremony. Well, there was no way I could go. Everyone would find out. I packed a small bag and gave my mom a kiss goodbye, and then I took my dad's old bicycle and cycled out of the village as far as I could.
So, you just had 2 kids, boys, okay? And you just left? I mean, you could have just said goodbye. I mean, all you did was leave? Just leave? Okay. I don't know.
I rented a small room at a cheap motel, but then every social media platform reported me missing. The whole village was looking for me. I tried to disguise myself as someone else, and I started working at a grocery store.
Like, that's actually gonna... Okay, I was about to say, like, that's actually gonna help, but that really does help. I mean, just little wrinkles on the face, maybe, and he'll look totally different. The more I look at him, the more I can see his real face, but... Like... Yeah. But, like, still... I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not my problem.
Store nearby. A long time passed and no one found me. I started having male friends my age, which was pretty cool. But to be completely honest, I also missed my family. I was scared of what they'd do if I went back to...
Where's the dad been? I mean, just where's the dad been? Has he died? Let's just continue.
see them,
We
so
got a
I
minute
never
left.
did. Until one day, after a whole year passed, I heard a knock on the door. It was the motel manager standing there with my 2 wives, and he said, "These women are looking for you." I wanted to run, but I saw that they were holding 2 adorable baby boys. My 2...
Aw, they even got the hair like him. They even got the hair. I mean, not the style like, but they got the color. They got the same eye color. They got the same fingers, kind of. I mean, this one has 3, this one has 4, this one has 3, and then this one has 4. So. Okay.
2 wives told me, "We want you back. We don't care that you're married to both of us, but if it's too much for you, you can choose one." I hated how my life was like before, but after seeing my 2 boys, I couldn't stay here. My village needed me to have more children. Both of my wives were pretty cool, so I decided to stay married to them both. And eventually, I got a 3rd wife after a few years. And
What? I think they were talking about they didn't care that you were married to them 2, these 2, this one and this one, not the 3rd one. Okay, I don't think that they want. But I mean, what are you gonna do during the day? I mean, you're at hers for like you're at hers at the farm, her farm working, her at night, and then what are you gonna do with her? Is that gonna be your break? Like when you're on lunch break, you just go over, like you gotta work all this stuff out. I mean, we got 10 seconds, not even. We got like 5 seconds. Let's finish it all up.
and today, I became the proud father of 10 boys.
What? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one actually does look like him. Like all these, like this one looks like him younger, with just different hair, colored hair. But this one looks exactly like him younger. So like, but 10 how many wives were there? I mean, these 2 were. No, wait, was it? It was this one and this one because they had. No. Huh. Well, it was 2 babies. No, these were probably the 2 boys that his first 2 wives gave. First 2. And then. That's a lot of math, and I really don't care. But we got 2 seconds left. And all he did was say nothing. Well, yeah, there you go. Thank you all for watching the video. Thank you all for all the support on the channel. And subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, and comment on what I should react or play in VR next. So, goodbye.